Morning, everyone. How you doing? Real quick, I'm getting a lot of questions from different investors about sort of out-of-state investing. So you're going to see probably over the next month or so a concerted effort on my part to try to get different members of teams that have done that to sort of come on the channel and sort of talk about their experience. But I want you to know kind of my thoughts as we go down this path together. I think there's three things that any investor needs to consider when looking at out-of-state investments. And the first thing we need to realize before we do that is out-of-state investing is nothing like investing in your backyard, right? If you're investing in your backyard, even if you're not managing the stuff yourself, there's just this inherent ability to make changes and tweak and do some checks and balances when the time arises that you need to do those things. As we've shared many times, we struggled through 6 different property management teams as we were just starting out, and that was hard. And it's that experience and talking to hundreds of other investors over the last couple of decades about out-of-state investing and what worked and what didn't work that I've come up with these 3 things. The first thing to understand is, priority number 1 is not the deal, right? And in fact, I think the deal's not even the second most important thing. So let me go through that. When you're thinking about out-of-state investing, you need to spend, frankly, more time meeting, evaluating, checking out, asking for references, the team that you are potentially working with, right? If you're going to be an out-of-state investor, there's every likelihood that you're turned on by one of the turnkey providers. And I'm here to tell you there are, I don't know what the split is, probably 60-40, maybe 70-30, bad versus good. I think there's some outstanding turnkey providers that are, have the right motivation, the right intention. You could feel through their team and their processes and procedures that they care equally about investors in their backyard as well as the ones outside. I also think there are some turnkey providers that see outside investors as people to be taken advantage of. They charge too much. They doctor expenses. They maybe doctor leases, or just all kinds of stuff that are possible. So take this to heart. You're probably taking the same mindset of, I want to go look at a deal, go look at a deal, go look at a deal, and you need to stop that. If you're seriously consider out-of-state investing because, for whatever reason, right, whatever reason it is, you need to stop that. And first and foremost, go evaluate teams. And I would look at 5 to 8 different teams and what they're doing and what's their procedures look like and how long they've been in business and all of that. So some of you are doing it wrong, and that's why I needed to create this video. It's not about the deal yet, it's about the team. So go figure that out. Then second, I think the most important thing is the city or location you're choosing, right? Are you picking, why are you picking that location, right? Is it because you bumped into someone who else is doing it, which may or may not be a good reason? Are you doing it because you read some article somewhere? May or may not be a good reason. You should be able to articulate why you picked that city. And I'm purposely not saying a city here because I don't want anybody to think I'm blessing or not blessing a city. You should be able to say that these are the top 3 reasons. This is why. And I don't think appreciation's the right answer, right? I don't like hearing that. I think that's gambling. I think if appreciation happens, it's a nice thing. So, people that are talking to me, I want to hear about cash flow. I want to hear about, occupancy rates. I want to hear about the good things that are good for you. Why that is, right? Big employers moving there, who knows? But those are the kind of things. So again, number 1 is investigate your team harder than you're looking at deals. 2, then think about the city or location or anything like that. And then third, and a distant third, is the deal, right? If you've done your homework on a team and you've gotten to the one that kind of meshes with you and you trust and you've checked them out and you've done that, and then you fly to the city, Now that's the other thing that bothers me. I've talked to many out-of-state investors who say, I'm going to invest in city X. And I go, great. Have you been to city X? And they go, no. And I say, well, great. When's your trip out to city X? Oh, no, I'm not going there. It's winter. It's cold. There's snow on the ground, whatever. I'm like, if you're not willing to go there, why is your money willing to go there, right? So you need to think about those things. I certainly wouldn't put any money to work without going there at least once, and likely a couple of times. But again, to each his own, I guess. So again, the city, and then it's the deal, right? The deal's the least important of the three because again, if you got the team you trust, and you picked a city that you trust, they're likely going to just bring you, hey, here's 3 or 4 things to look at. Here are the comps around there. Here are 3 other properties just like it that we've done or sold or whatever. Because the team is going to be it's basically going to be your agent, your property manager, your rehabber. That's what the turnkey provider is going to be. Yes, you're probably going to pay just a little bit more, but that's because the turnkey service is of value, and you wouldn't be able to get into a market from states away without them. So I certainly now believe that out-of-state investing can work. I think a lot of people are doing it wrong. I think a lot of people are too focused on the deal or the return. When I talk to investors and I hear, oh, I can get a 12% blah, blah, blah. I'm like, well, even if that's true, I don't think you're doing it right. You need to look at the team, then the city, then the deal. So hopefully that helps. Have a great day.